So I'm in my mid-50s, and if I were to talk to my 30-year-old or my 40-year-old or even my 50-year-old self, there are some things that I would tell him that I think is good for sharing with all of you who are younger than me. So one thing we want to keep in mind is you are responsible for your own financial future. Take responsibility for where you are and where you want to be. Those who don't take responsibility, those who want to play the victim, they're never going to get to where they want to be. You got to take responsibility and you got to be someone who takes charge, because it is all on you. If you were trying to lose weight and you never stepped on a scale, you think you'd lose any weight? If you're watching your finances and you never look at your budget, how are you going to know that you're spending too much? Your circumstances are going to change when you make those changes in yourself. You're not going to get anywhere unless you focus on yourself first and make those changes in yourself. Develop the discipline, develop the learning, develop the skills to be able to move forward. And God works with us to transform ourselves into a better version of ourselves so we can reach the next level. But we've got to make this change within ourselves first so we can make the change in our finances and our future. Your money is going to change when you do. We want to surround ourselves with other people that take responsibility. You become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with, and we want to surround ourselves with people that uplift us, that encourage us, that help us to get where we want to be. People that support you, people that uplift you, people that encourage you, people that have goals. If these people aren't going anywhere and you're hanging out with them, they're going to keep you from going somewhere. So if you're around people that don't support you, don't encourage you, don't support where you're wanting to go, maybe you want to cut these people off. It may be hard, but they're not supporting where you want to be. You want to be surrounding yourself with people that help you get to where you want to be, not where you are right now, not where you were back when you were in high school. You want to also have mentors. So those mentors may already be at the next level where you want to be, and so they can help pull you up to where they are and encourage you to become better and grow. We also want to keep in mind that we want to try new things. If we are changing, if we're evolving, that's always a good thing. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get the results you've always had. So if we want to get better results, we want to do new things, and sometimes things change. The old way of doing things stops working, and so sometimes you have to embrace a new way of doing things and look at what's working on a continual basis. It may be that something that you were doing is continuing to work but not work quite as well, and you may see that other things are working better, and you may want to embrace those things. And technology is changing. Some people may have an old flip phone, and this flip phone may be good for them, but they haven't embraced the new technology to move into the new phone that can help them be more productive. You've got AI that's coming about. If you're not using things like ChatGPT, that may be holding you back. ChatGPT may be not replacing that many jobs, but it's definitely allowing people to be that much more productive. If you don't embrace new things, you're never going to move on to the next level. You're never going to grow. So embracing the new, you may be learning new skills. You may also be refining your current skills to get a better, clearer picture about what you're really good at. When you focus in on what you're uniquely good at, what only you can do better than just about anybody else, those are the areas where if you focus on that, it's going to drive you like a rocket ship. If you have a group of people that are all focused on things that they're uniquely good at and they're all working together, you can accomplish massive things. It's kind of like rocket fuel for your future. What are all the things that are holding us back? A lot of times people just gather stuff. The longer you live in the house, the more stuff you gather. But all this stuff really doesn't do you a whole lot of good in the long run. You don't always need all these things. A lot of times people think they need things. They live on a materialistic mindset. They buy things to impress people. It's really the people that are poor that buy things to impress people. The people that grow wealthy, they don't worry what other people think. They care more about doing what's right than they do about impressing people. Focus on relationships instead of things. Focus on experiences instead of things. Focus on meaning instead of pleasure. It may be that you're into materialism and hedonism and all kinds of other isms, when you can focus on serving the Lord above, and you can focus on also relationships with your friends, relationships with your family, and relationships with God. That's what really matters. Don't worry about things, focus on the relationships. I started investing early. I started investing in my 20s, and it's paid off over time. If you start investing early, if you take time to invest and put that money aside, it pays big dividends in the future. And it's amazing how starting a few years earlier, you come out that much further ahead. You can start early, and some other people may not ever be able to catch up because you started that much earlier. But also don't forget to give. Put a little aside, and you pay yourself first, but you also pay back to God first and pay back to charity first. When you're giving, you're living out of abundance, and that abundance mindset really helps propel you forward. You see things from a different light. You see the glass is half full instead of half empty, and that's one thing where God says that you want to test Him. He will prove Himself to you that when you give, He gives back many, many fold. So some people may talk about work-life balance. I think it's good to recharge your batteries. You want to make sure that you're working hard when you're working and also taking time off to recharge those batteries. But don't be afraid to work hard. Somebody who works hard at something they don't enjoy, that's stressful. But if you work hard at something that you do enjoy, that's passion. Get really passionate about something, work hard at what you're really passionate about, and it won't be work. If you learn how to earn, you focus on your unique ability and focus on what your passions are, you can come up that much further ahead. Rework what we're actually doing and focus on what God has called us to do with our lives. We all have a calling. We just have to find that calling and answer that calling. And we pursue our passion, when we pursue purpose, when we pursue meaning and follow His will for our lives, we come up that much further ahead because He rewards us accordingly. Warren Buffett, when he was talking for a group, was asked if he could buy anything, what would he buy? And he said he would trade all his money that he has today for being as young as the students were there in the room, because you can buy lots of things, but you can't buy more time. So we want to take advantage of the time we have. That time's running out on us. Take advantage of enjoying life now. Take those trips now. Do those things now to enjoy life, but also take the time to work out, learn how to eat healthy, because when we're healthy, that helps us enjoy things that much more. When you're 30 and 40 and even 20s, you want to find good mentors. But as you grow older, we also want to become mentors. When we become mentors, we can teach others about things, and we learn a lot more when we're mentors. But we also want to forgive our parents, we want to forgive others that were trying to mentor us. Maybe they didn't do the best job, but they did the best job that they could. Learn from them how to be in the future with our own kids, find the mentors for ourselves, but also become mentors to others, and forgive those that maybe didn't know as much as they could, because we all make mistakes and we want to learn from these mistakes. Keep in mind, when you fail to forgive somebody, it doesn't hurt them at all. They don't know that you haven't forgiven them. It just hurts you. Holding on to bitterness, holding on to anger and unforgiveness just hurts ourselves. When we learn how to release this bitterness, it's like a weight lifted off of us, and we can learn how to live a more abundant, full life because we've learned how to let these things go. If I were able to talk to my younger self, I'd tell my younger self to take more time to plan, to take more time to set goals. I'd look to read things like The Richest Man in Babylon, read The Millionaire Next Door, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, read The Warren Buffett Way. All these things point people in the right direction. Learn how to get really good at something. Develop your skills. When you get really good at something, you can afford to pay other people to do what they're really good at. We want to figure out where we are. We want to figure out where we're going. God may have a calling for you. Sometimes it takes a little while to find that, but it may be you're in the exact place where He wants you to be, and you just had to focus on Him. Find people to help you along that journey. Find people to help you prepare, help you work things out financially. You can get there that much faster to that promised land that you set for yourself, and enjoy life more. Think about what you've already done, what you haven't done yet, where you want to be, and don't be afraid to reach out to somebody to help you get there. As always, please feel free to like the video, put those thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stay thirsty for knowledge. We'll catch up with you next go around.